So in junior 3, I was, I think, 8 years old, and I had this very strict teacher named Mrs. Joseph. And I was a very mischievous kid. I didn't like doing my homework, but Mrs. Joseph had a very ingenious way of making sure we all handed up our homework. Now, at the start of class, she would say, okay, hand up your homework, send your books to the front of the class on her table. And she had this pile of books on her table. Of course, my book wouldn't be there, right? She'd make the entire class stand up. And as she read the names of the books that were on her table, and of course, I would sit down anyway, even though my name wasn't called, so that I wouldn't get caught. Until she actually realized, why is he not sending up his homework, huh? This one's sure something wrong. Yeah, finally I got caught lah. In the end, I got like the worst punishment ever. I had to sit like a chair. Interesting experience, but it also taught me something. Very important lesson. Don't think you can get away with things just because you might be smarter than your teacher. Teachers always know. Happy Teacher's Day.
Well, you know, I have had so many teachers, all who made an impact in my life, but I think the one person that impacted me the most was probably Miss Tracy, okay? She actually called me out once because apparently I talked a lot in class, and she said something like, "Shazmin, I put you on that side, you talk to the girls. I put you on that side, you talk to the boys. Where am I going to put you, on the moon?" Well, thank you, Miss Tracy. I actually have a job now that lets me talk for 4 hours every morning. So you were the first person to realize my potential, and for that I'm grateful.
So I don't know if you would call this a fond memory of a teacher, but it's one of the memories that really has stuck with me the most until now. So when I was in Form 4 and I started doing AdMaths, as anyone who has ever taken an AdMaths class knows, it is the worst. I was terrible at it. I always copied other people's homework, and my teacher obviously gave up on me. But I worked really hard at it, and in SPM I ended up getting an A1, which shocked me. But I was thrilled, you know. And so I went to tell her. I was like, "Hey, Puan." Okay, I don't want to say her name now, but you know, I went to her and I told her I got A1 for AdMaths, and she just gave me this look of disdain, like, "You can get an A1 for AdMaths?" She actually said those words, "You," and she looked so sort of disgusted and kind of like, how are you able to achieve this? You're useless. I still use that experience as something that spurs me on till today. If someone ever says that, you know, you can't achieve something, you can't do this, I remember that experience and how I proved somebody wrong, and I still use that to this day.
I was from Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Sultan Abdul Samad, as in section 12 PJ. I remember one teacher. She was an English teacher. She's not one of those popular teachers. Actually, whenever she comes into class, we are very afraid because she always looks angry. Her name's Puan Kamlesh. I can never forget her because she actually very much cared about how her students spoke English. She was the teacher who taught me this one thing I remember about her. Until today I can remember it, because she said, "It is not called almond, it's called almond. The L is silent." So until today I never say almond. So I can never forget Puan Kamlesh. I haven't seen her for a long time. I just wish and hope that she is well.
To all teachers, Happy Teacher's Day.
Happy Teacher's Day to every teacher on the planet.
Whether it's a positive or negative impact, I think you can't deny that teachers really have a very strong impact on you that reverberates over the course of your life. Happy Teacher's Day to all teachers out there.
Happy Teacher's Day!